All right, welcome to our Megadraft 1 of 2 uh, for Final Fantasy League here in the AGL. I'm here today with Paul G, the Dragon. How's it going?
I'm going fine.
Yeah,
First time commentating,
first,
so
welcome. Yeah, so Paul's going to join us for the first half of the draft and first round, I believe. And we're looking at Matthew H's draft here, starting with a pack of Final Fantasy. We'll be going through a number of sets that all have sagas in them, and finally ending back on Final Fantasy at the end. Looks like he's going to go for the ultra safe pick here, potentially with the Crossroad Village. Anything else you have your eye on here?
well, no, that's kind of underwhelming pack, I think.
Yeah,
So keeping all options open is pretty decent.
yeah. I've heard people say Wind Crystal is pretty nice. Um, it's a kind of card that like when it does its thing, it's going to be amazing, but it also costs 10 mana before it does anything.
Yeah, and in the draft, and this is going to be a fast draft, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. With sixty cards, we'll see. I mean, he went for the highest power level card there, which is, probably what you should do at the beginning of a mega draft. So looking at here, there's some good cards. Vane's Treachery is
Uh,
probably the best monocolored card here. He's looking at the
well, he's
Ignis
going for
here.
the Simic one. That's also very good.
Yeah, the Ignis there, it finds you a land. It can be, part of your multicolored deck. It can ramp you. It has the other ability too to exile things. Pretty versatile card. Again, it is a gold card, so a little knock on it there to take it this early. But otherwise, yeah, I would say Vane's Treachery is probably like the next might be what I land on just to not take a gold card, but nothing wrong
Well, I
with
think I think this this sets have a lot of fixing in them, so you might be fine.
yeah. So we're going to be looking at I know DMU and Neon Dynasty have they have dual lands at common, as does Final Fantasy, which we see
Finn,
two packs of.
yeah.
Uh, So looking here, Call the Mountain Chocobo, which is like not it's that goes in like more of your straightforward two color deck. Just that's probably not going to be in your three or four color deck, just because around getting a mountain is
Well,
not going to be that good if you don't have
I
anything.
would go for Chocobo Kick, I think, but
Yeah, Chocobo Kick,
both
good removal. Maybe he's just figuring like Call the Mountain Chocobo is a 2 for 1. If you cast it twice, you get two for ones, and maybe he's figuring
yeah.
that they
And
might be hard to come by.
if you end up heavy red blue, then it's a decent card.
Yeah, red black can do it too, but there'll be less of the in Final Fantasy, you had the red black deck with all the mage tokens, but you're not going to see as many of those mage tokens running around here. Carpet of Flowers, huh? Furion is an interesting rare. Just I don't think there's that many equipments in the other sets, so it's
No,
not going to be
almost
too
none.
good.
Only Neo.
Yeah, there's another Chocobo Kick. Yeah, I think that's the best card
Yeah.
by enough here. Yeah, interesting that he didn't take the Chocobo Kick from the last pack. Just Call Mountain Chocobo doesn't really go with the Ignis in most decks, but uh,
If you want to do the Wind Crystal too, that's pretty heavy.
yeah, so looking at the rest of the top eight here, I mean, if you're watching, you could see them on just over the draft who's playing in here. They're all none of them are first time top eighters, so they're all people who have made top eight at least twice, some in the double digits there, and a couple league winners here. Jordan and John P have both won a league. Of note, because there are two mega drafts going on for the top 16, the winner of this mega draft will get a Player of the Year invite, but they will have to battle it out with the winner of the other mega drafts, which is taking place in a few days, to get that the league champion title. So, do we like Dreams of Laguna here from this pack, or did you have your eyes on
I would
something
take the
else?
Rufus since we're already in the rainbow colors, but
Oh, the Rufus, yeah. I mean, it's sort of committing to just playing a lot of different things.
Well,
Like
you have the opportunity to stay open a longer time in 6-pack.
I mean, Cloud of Darkness is, I think, the best card he's seen in a few packs. And, for Megadraft, since we're dealing with a bunch of different sets, you can't necessarily rely on any synergies that exist only in one set. Um, so, if you had a card that cared about equipment,
Yeah,
like Fury on the Wild Rose, not going to work as well. But so far, all the
I
cards
think.
he's taken work basically independently. They don't rely on any synergies.
And Golgari is very consistent in graveyard teams.
Yeah, green black. You should be able to find through lines within the sets. That's another. It's another thing you have to try and do is just like find the through lines between the cards in the sets. Otherwise, it's just you're gonna just end up having random cards. So the more little bits of synergy you can find, the better. Looks like he wants the
Uh,
fixing card here.
yeah, based on this first pack, that extra kick might be a miss,
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see how he ends up.
but it's
Interesting that he
early.
did take the Clash of the Icons over the Cloud of Darkness. That is one of the cards that may end up actually being a little better than in its own format because there are sagas in every pack, and that card actually can mess around with the sagas a little bit with
Yeah,
the lore counters. So not too much going on in this pack. Like something like Retrieve the Esper, pretty good in your blue red deck and blue white decks. Uh, in
yeah, or
Final Fantasy,
artifact. There's a little team of artifacts.
yeah, it's going to be less good here, I would say, unless you have like a dedicated spells deck.
I would go for the 6-drop here,
Yeah, the dinosaur is a good one here.
but the equipment is also pretty decent.
Yeah, so
Or the one drop.
I mean, he was maybe thinking about Blazing Bomb. Maybe like there was I think it's called the Emperor of Palamecia, the blue red 2-drop. That
Yeah,
was, I think it was in the next pack. And he's thinking, hey, maybe it comes back. Nobody wants to go into blue red this early. I think that's what he was maybe thinking about. It looks like he's going for the land here. Yeah, picking up a land when you don't know what you're doing yet is can't be that bad.
yeah, and his biggest color is green so far, so that.
Yeah, the good thing is that if he opens up like any good rare in the next pack, like he could make almost anything work with the start he's got.
Yeah,
So while it is a little all over the place, at least it leaves him open to pivot into something that ends up being obviously open because there's nothing really that's been obviously open in pack one. I mean, these are all good drafters, right? This is not your go draft premier draft on arena against random people. All right.
okay, so we're in the Wilds of Eldraine pack now.
Yeah, Wilds of Eldraine. The rare there is was that 1 mana 3/2, and you have to put a curse token.
Yeah, it's good if you can use the curse to sack it to anything with bargain.
Yeah, this the Simic
But
Gold
we have
card
one
is
pack, so
the
can't
Simic
rely on
the
bargain, I
Simic Gold
think.
card might be good. Like this was a card that wasn't great in its format just because Simic wasn't good. Um, so it adds 2 mana only to cast spells of 5 mana or
Yeah,
spells
but
with
it
X.
also gives one something if you cast it. I can't remember what.
No, it's just a looter. So you could tap it for mana or you could tap it to loot.
Okay.
So I mean, if he's trying to do the multicolor, big rampy type thing, that would be good. But also, I think it's called Return to the Wilds or Return
This
from the
pack
Wilds.
is besides the Simic one, it's a black pack. That's the only color he hasn't yet.
Yeah, well, Cooped Up is also takeable. The Return from the Wilds, I believe that's you get to choose two of three choices there.
Yeah,
Either you get a
1/1
land, a 1/1, or a
of
food.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, that goes with what he's doing. It sort of goes with the concept that he's not quite sure what he's doing yet.
I
He's
welcome it. I like as a card.
Yeah,
That's a
welcome to Sweet
saga.
Tooth. It's make a 1/1, make a food, X
Well,
counters.
there's less food, just
Okay.
so but still.
I mean, Ignis does make food, but that's a very small bit of synergy. I think you might go for the removal spell here.
Yeah, but true drops are premium. My experience in Megadraft.
Yeah, you kind of don't know exactly what everybody's approach is. Are you trying to go low to the ground? Are you trying to go late game? Are you trying to exist in the middle where you could fight against either? Uh, with 60 cards, it's harder to have a consistent aggro deck, but you still want things that cost two, and he doesn't have any yet as far as creatures. I mean, it's a 1/1, it's a food, and it's some +1
And
counter.
it's bump. Yeah.
Yeah, so looking at this pack, I mean, there's just generally not many cards in this pack that are going to make anybody's deck, if I'm being
No.
honest. No, like, I'm not here to disparage these cards, but
Well, the one he's hovering now, the 5/4 or 4/4, with making things unblockable.
well, it's give something double
Oh,
strike,
this
and
is the
then
other one.
it's a 5/4 menace. So I mean that's playable, but you're not like flipping out over it.
No.
Yeah, whenever an enchantment goes into the graveyard, I mean, I guess I guess that card that cares about enchantments going to graveyard works with all of the sagas, but it's still such a small thing to have to try and do.
Another one.
I mean, Evolving Wilds looks pretty good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at this,
I
like,
really like the white free drop.
yeah, that one was fun. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really kind of like a synergy set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like looking at Final Fantasy, like a lot of the cards can't exist on their own outside of the format. I'm looking at a lot of the cards here. I'm just like they're either not good enough or too specific. So I guess when we see other people's pools, we'll see if other people had the same issues with this set. But just pretty underwhelming so far. That's a lot of two-handed hunters. Though I remember the Grabby Giant being like pretty
Yeah,
decent
that's a
card.
cool late game card or ramp card.
Food fight. Interesting.
Yeah. Next up is Lord of the Rings, also full of food.
Yeah, but it's I think the food's in green and white. I think made food
Yeah, yeah.
mostly. Red never made food, which is funny. It was always green or black or white.
I think I take the giant here.
Which one?
That one.
Yeah, the other the uncommon's a giant too, but yeah, I think
Oh, okay.
yeah, Grabby Giant was pretty nice card. But yeah, I could foresee not a lot of woe cards being played in the matches that we watched today. But the guy that makes a treasure is very decent.
The removal can be good, but not in green red.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 mana for well, reliably maybe 3 damage. 2 plus the number. Yeah, instant sorceries in your graveyard.
Yeah, instant sorceries and adventure cards, but
So there are cards with adventure in Final Fantasy, but it's just that cycle of lands. So unlikely for that to end up in the graveyard.
uh,
It did go for the removal there. Interesting. I thought he might just go for the red creature. Maybe start focusing in on
well, he
trying
hasn't
to
seen a
be
lot of
red.
removal, so it's maybe a hedge.
Yeah, removal is. I think the players here are good enough to know that they have to take removal. We'll say a bit higher than in your normal draft. The Frolicking Familiar was a good card. I don't know how well it goes with what he has here, but nothing else is very good either. So, I mean, he could take the Crystal Grotto if he wants. It's okay. I mean, if he does end up like some blue red spells type of deck potentially, uh, that could be okay.
Yeah,
As could the Aquatic Alchemist. Yeah, like he might be trying to do like a green all sorts of colors deck, but just
Nah, it looks like he's teamer now.
yeah, it doesn't have like many reasons to keep to play green right now or to hold on to green, and he's seen like no green this pack whatsoever.
No, but he saw a lot of green from the other side, so
Interesting. He took
that's
the curiosity. That's just a card that I don't usually want to play very much. But now that he has an unruly catapult,
what's he doing now?
well,
Oh,
curiosity combos with the unruly catapult.
yeah, I know, but the diagrams.
He was just, I think, looking at some of his stats so far. Yeah, I mean, there's another catapult. This may be like he may be finding a red blue spells open lane here
Yeah.
if he can stick to it and get enough cards. But those catapults coming around means nobody else is interested in this type of build. And I think while it's not directly supported in every set, just red and blue gets more instants than the other colors, just in general.
Yeah, definitely.
He does have a blazing bomb as well in his sideboard, which would be probably okay in this type of deck. Interesting that he's taking the black card here rather than the two drop that cares about instants and sorceries.
Then I suppose the blue card here.
Yeah, neither of these are. I would say these are unlikely to make a deck,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Yeah, so maybe in his head he's still thinking like I'm going to be this green deck with a bunch of different stuff going on. Looks like the lane, like getting those unruly catapults. I mean, it's not an incredible card, but it's at least the pod telling him what's open, and there's value in getting those messages, even if you don't want to play that deck super much.
Well, blue red could work in Lord of the Rings, but
Blue red
looks
was
like
quite good in Lord of the Rings. Looking at this
yeah.
pack here, Legolas. Yeah, I mean that's a good card. I mean, no, green wasn't heavily played in that set, but
Well, it's a long
good
time
card.
since I saw a Lord of the Rings cards. So
Yeah, I just remember all the green cards were not played very much, but
no,
that doesn't mean they're bad.
I just remember the green white league deck.
Mm.
That was just nasty.
All right, so looking here, he's seeing the Legolas here. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a counter. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you don't control, Legolas deals damage equal to its power up to one. So if you fire removal, you can maybe kill two things basically. And this works well with like fight spells or punch spells or whatever you want to call them, because it will target both him and the opponent's creature.
Yeah, like a chocobo kick.
Ents Fury is also just, I believe, those are just like one of your the rabbit bite effects, as we call them. I think he's just going with that. Doesn't see. I mean, I might have trained my eyes on the blue or red cards, but there wasn't really anything to take there. Whenever the ring tempts you, I don't know how often that's going to happen. I mean,
Not much.
I have my eyes on Lorien Revealed or Smite the Deathless, which was a removal spell, 3 damage.
Yeah,
Lorien Revealed, really good card. Smite the Deathless, also quite good.
yeah, and if he ends up in Gruul, he could splash blue easy. Or
Yeah, good. See how he decides to go about this. This is a pretty hard pick, I would say, because they're both like pretty premium cards for what they do.
yeah,
Like you're unlikely to see as many. You're unlikely to see that many like 2 mana 3 damage removal spells for the rest of the draft. All right, some pretty good cards here for in blue and red. So there's yeah, anything that says the ring tempts you is not going to be as good. Peligre Survivor was good. Quarrel's End is good. War Beast of Gargaroth was a
the
fine five
swarming
drop.
is okay
Yeah,
if you're
it's a fine 5 drop. I think those would be the cards I'd be considering. Okay, Bath
Yeah,
Song is what? Draw two cards, discard a card twice, and then shuffle as many cards as you want.
yeah, I think that's too slow, but
Yeah, I mean, you sometimes had time for that in Lord of the Rings, but it required a very specific deck. Looks like that's what he wants, though. Or at least that's what he had selected.
another Legolas, a different one.
Yeah, this one not as good. Yeah, that green blue deck was just yeah. That was like
It was
one of the
the
worst performing
Scry.
archetypes I've ever seen. But
It cared about Scry, if I
yeah.
believe correctly. Yeah,
So Willow Wind is I think a playable 5 drop. I mean, you're not excited about it, but
no,
it
I
does
don't think
something.
anything
Birthday
of this.
Escape. I mean, you really need
This
to
is
get to the second ring level to really be happy where you're looting.
yeah. Well, it's a cantrip, so
Yep. If he ends up in a more spell heavy matters deck, just 1 mana draw card sorcery, be good enough. Storm of Saruman. Yeah, this was just way too slow in that format. I assume it would just be slow here as well.
well, another birthday escape. The
Yeah.
end was pretty good.
Okay. Looks like he's still sort of hovering in this teamer space. Um, yeah. So in general, Matthew, he's been with us for a few leagues now, but I don't know. I haven't seen him draft, so I don't know what his preferences are. Sometimes we get a drafter and we know at least a little bit about some of the things they might like to do over other things. But I know in I forget what league it was, but he had a pretty killer blue red. I think it was Ether Drift with the cycling. He had a pretty good discard cycling deck. But looks like he's sort of planning himself in teamer here.
Yeah, well, and I think his specs were pretty mediocre so far. So
Yeah, I mean he did his best to stay open. I would say it just didn't
yeah,
have. He hasn't seen any pulls into much of anything, right? Like he hasn't seen bomb rares. He hasn't seen like super premium uncommons. Again, this is what happens when you're drafting with 7 other people who are extremely high skill level.
yeah,
You're gonna have to make do with
what you get,
exactly. You're gonna have to make the
what's
most
left.
out of every card. You look for looking at the envelope here as a fixer. Also tempts ring tempts. It's not nothing. Hey, it cares about sagas, right?
Yeah.
That card was custom
Oh,
made for this saga draft. I mean, I don't know
well,
if I
it's only
meant
pack
that. I
free.
mean, friendly rivalry seems good. It's just another punch spell, right?
Yeah,
And you could potentially team up 2 creatures to destroy something larger if you need to, if you have a legend in play. Target creature you control and up to one other target legendary creature. Yeah, so it's a punch with like gigantic upside.
yeah.
Oh,
And it's a
I think he took the Tom Bombadil. There he is, Tom Bombadil.
okay.
Now, am I going to have to actually read what he does now?
Well,
I think it's something to do
I
with
don't think it's that good.
when your
Never
saga
played it.
finishes, you get another one. I think a different one, something like that. Yeah, I didn't.
Oh,
I can't say I've ever read that card from start to finish. As long as there are 4 more lore counters among sagas you control, it has hexproof and indestructible. I saw that part.
well,
Second
that's
part is something about when your saga finishes, you can flip until you find another one. I think.
yeah, but how many sagas did we see?
I mean, he has one, two. Yes.
Yeah, he can
Did he
take
take
another one
did he
now,
take the
but
bath song?
yeah,
Okay, he's got 2. We're only halfway through the draft. He can get 1 or 2 more, I guess.
yeah. and then they have to stay on the battlefield to. No, well,
And you have to cast
we'll
your five
see
color card. Anyway, look, if he
if
actually
it
pulls it off,
worked.
it's going to be
Yeah,
as I've been
that,
known to say, a memorable moment.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, nothing too good here. I mean, yeah, Lembus. Oh, I mean, here's a fixer. Many Partings is a fixer. Also makes food.
Well, he's in the right colors based on what is left in this pack.
Yeah, it seems green was left for him to take as many green cards as he wanted this pack. I mean, just because green was bad in Lord of the Rings doesn't mean the cards are bad in a vacuum. I think they're fine. 4 mana 2/3 is just so bad as a starting stats for that thing. Whenever you scry, if it's tapped, untap it once a turn. Whenever a creature dies but a counter. Do we want more ring tempting here?
Well, it's the last chance. Yeah, well, one more pick.
He dragged it into the sideboard, so the answer is no. All right, so we're halfway through the draft here. Looks like he's pretty firmly in three colors. I can't see him. Uh, I don't know. Like, if he was going to shave a color to an absolute minimum, I don't know what it would be. I guess maybe
No,
the red.
the red, I think. But then, well, we'll see
Yeah,
what
he's
he
just not
gets.
been opening good rares here.
Also, not even good uncommons.
Yeah, this is a stinker. I mean, there's a saga, but it's not a very good one.
Well, the white flyer was very good.
Cleaving Skyrider was good. It's a little far off from what he's doing here. Urborg Repossession
Yeah,
was
no, I shouldn't take it, but
Urborg Repossession was extremely good, but he's doesn't seem to be playing black unless he decides he's playing black now. He's reading the saga, and I think he's trying to read words that aren't on it to make it be good.
yeah.
You may cast an instant or sorcery
Oh
spell with
man,
mana value 1 or 2
it's
from your hand without paying
like
mana
no
cost.
card you would like.
Mill 4, and then you get to play an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, but you have to pay for it.
I might
I
even take the
mean,
broken wings.
it does a lot for 2 mana if you have fuel for it. Like, it does give you a lot for the 2 mana, but you do need to. It does require setup, we'll say. Okay, you went for the saga, and here's another saga.
Yeah, in white.
Yeah. Uh, I'm looking at Lightning Strike, Essence
Yeah,
Scatter.
definitely.
He's got a. There's the blue 5 drop is decent, but I think he's set on providing an entertaining show for us today. If he's taking the the love song of night and day here, he's got the wind crystal still sitting in his deck. I don't know how viable that is with the path he's gone down, but he's not put it in the sideboard yet, so we'll see.
Well, I'm still in doubt if Tom gonna make it, but
Yeah, this has been a
oh,
pretty hard draft, I'll say.
almost.
Uh,
Yeah,
very difficult one. I think there was maybe he could have like settled into like a blue red spells deck, but he didn't get like any big payoffs. Like, he didn't get like any huge cards that were gonna really impact. They're gonna really make that deck work. He just could have just got a bunch of like okay stuff.
yeah, it's pretty nasty. He took the essence scatter, now gets another one.
Yeah, Essence Scatter, I mean, is good. Molten Tributary is okay. It's an island, which means he can get it with his Lorien revealed. But I think he just needs the Essence Scatter. He actually does not have that much, a huge amount of interaction here. There's another Essence Scatter. Is it wrong to just
And
take
there's
Essence
a payoff
Scatters?
for the spells deck.
Yeah, that's Larian Terror is pretty okay. Maybe he's wondering, is it too late to try and just do spells deck? But it looks like he wants to join Exploration, which I mean, it's a fine card. I mean, kicking it is not that important with that card. It's cool if you can, but Skytrue draw card is just fine. Now it's got some interesting cards here. He's looking if I has anything for Micromancer. Nothing. Nothing good.
No,
Well, he's
the
got Clash of the
Tachova is
Icons. Clash of the Icons is a fight spell. That's not nothing.
Steward of Tides is also a pretty decent card.
Yeah, Tatiova's good. Even the Rona's Vortex was good, but he would need the black to make it work.
Or Shore Up, but
Yeah, so he has many partings at 1 mana. He has Clash of the Icons and he has Birthday Escape. Those would be the candidates. I don't know if that's enough to make him want to take the Micromancer, but it is card advantage. So
yeah,
and
and Selection
hard to come
maybe.
by
Yeah,
sometimes. Uh, hmm. Yeah, if he like settled down into a red blue spells earlier, you could say the Gitu Amplifier looks pretty
Amplify.
good. In this deck, I'm not sure if it's going to be good if he's sticking with this multicolor thing.
A domain works good with the multicolor thing. But
Yeah, but that card, even that card wasn't even that good of a domain card. Phyrexian Espionage, if you can kick it, it's very nice. If you can't, it's Divination, which I guess is acceptable baseline.
decent. Yeah.
Acceptable, you know.
The Pixie is fixing.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty much just going to be this teamer deck. I don't know if he's going to shave on one of the colors a little bit, or if he's going to go for like a straight up 3 color. I guess we'll have to see when we follow him in the first round. Artillery Blast, if he's doing the multicolor stuff, I mean that could work. And he is a bit
Yeah,
lacking on interaction. Not that that's like the greatest way to interact, but okay. Looks like he went for the Tide Turner, which is the little guy that can tap to add mana for instants or sorceries. Not so much going on here. He could grab a negate for a sideboard.
yeah, maybe the
Always be
Looter.
casuals. Yeah, the Goblin Picker was a fine 2 drop. He's looking at Academy Wall here. That's one where you could loot if you cast an instant or sorcery once a turn. Again, if he's going to be heavy spells, that could be good. Not too much going on here.
Maybe the Worm.
Or Broken Wings for sideboard. I don't think he has one of those effects yet, so always good to have.
There are multiple going around, I think.
Yeah, I think there are, but he just okay. Interesting with the Tide Turner here. He also is just lacking 2 drops, so at this point, if it's a living, breathing body, I think he's gonna consider putting it in his deck if it's 2 mana. So yeah, he has quite a few 3 drops, but lacking on the 2s here. None of these cards are going to be in anybody's deck. Yeah, these cards.
Or filler. Not,
Yeah,
not even filler.
like the Sea Scavenger has this gigantic paragraph of text, and all it is like, yeah, you can like do like a weird scry thing. It's just like so much text for like just a very small effect. If you're trying to beat people's faces in, Colossal Growth will do the job,
Pump
but
spell I would take.
I don't know if that's exactly what his tech is doing. Yeah, like I'm not sure if he's trying to be T-Ber, if he's trying to be like 4 color, 5 color, if he's trying to
Uh,
hedge to end up playing 2 colors at the end of it. But
all
interesting
those
draft thus
still
far.
open, I think. I have 2 more packs.
Yeah, so we're in Neo here now, and then we'll be back to Final Fantasy at the end. Another rare he can't use, unfortunately.
The Kami's Flare is a decent 2-drop.
Yeah, Kami's Flare. Yeah, I mean he passed on a Lightning Strike and a Smite the Deathless earlier, so this might be the time to take the removal here. unless he has his eyes on something more spicy.
Well, looks like he's shying away from the red.
Hmm. Discover the Impossible is also a lot of text for a card that doesn't do all that much.
Maybe the terrarium. I have no idea what.
Oh, yeah, they call it just Terrarium. I feel like he just needs the removal here, unless he's trying to get out of red. Interesting.
He hasn't highlight. Oh,
Interesting to synthesize. He must just not really care for these. Well, here's finally a rare he
oh,
can make use of.
reality chip is decent. Oh, the Kappa Tech work was very nice.
Yeah, I think outside of the format of Neo, Kappa Tech Wrecker isn't as broken. Like it was like one of the best uncommons in the entire set. I think
Yeah, it
out of
hits
context,
sagas.
it's good but
It's a
not
saga
broken.
draft.
Oh, it's a saga killer. Yeah, okay, okay. But yeah, reality chip. I mean, this is like kind of the best card he has now. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a 2-drop, which he's lacking. So uh, he must be pretty happy here after potentially some
Well,
frustrating
normally you
picks
want to
earlier.
cast and equip directly because
If you can, yeah.
yeah, another Kappa
I'm just
Tech.
yeah, like I said, I'm a little surprised he's not been valuing any of those red removal spells that he saw.
Yeah, but it took the 1-drop or not?
Which one?
Yeah, the one he's now
Yeah, the synthesizer.
getting
Yeah,
a
he took the
second one.
synthesizer over the 3 damage.
I would take one of the green uncommons here, but
Uh, yeah, there was another tech wrecker. Let's see where he's going with this.
yeah,
It's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing, because I imagine he's like has a vision for what he's doing that we're not seeing right now, and then when we see his deck, it might hopefully he's going to crystallize. Yeah, see, here's another situation where there's like another removal spell here.
yeah. This is his counter, so
Yeah, yeah, that was real good.
yeah.
Yeah, the crab was very very good. He's also kind of doesn't have that many big things, so yeah, it's been a while since he's taken green cards, though. I will note he hasn't really taken much green.
Yeah, but also not much red, except for the 2 1-drops right now.
Yeah, so I think he's been really
I
focusing
still
on
feel
blue
he's
cards.
still keeping all options open. I feel, but
Yeah, I mean, even this late in
well,
the draft, he still has some options of what he wants to do here. But he has, again, not taken a green card for a while. I do feel in these mega drafts, green gets drafted quite a bit, just because people like the idea of being able to fix, especially if they open like a really strong card that they want to splash for and they don't want to pass it. Like, if you pass a bomb on arena because you're not in that color, it's like you don't play against it. But
no.
here, it's going in someone's deck if you pass a premium card. Mnemonic Sphere is pretty good here. I don't know what else he could use in his deck out of these.
This the favor is of Jessica is 2-drop.
Yeah, the Mnemonic Sphere, quite good. Not too much else in this pack for him. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's definitely blue. So
Oh yeah, it's 100% blue. I maybe he knows what the rest of his deck is going to be composed of. Here's a gold card, but it's not really that great with what he has. He doesn't have that many artifacts.
well, there are green 2-drops. So we'll see if green is out of the picture or not.
Yeah, we'll see if he takes the Jukai Trainee or the Careful Cultivation, or just this gold card that's a 2/2 flyer, which is pretty decent.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, steering towards blue red.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was suspecting that that might be the case, or thinking that that's might have been what where I would have ended up here. Looks like he sees the removal. I mean, he was. It's weird that he's like wants to take the removal that's off color, but he did drag it into the sideboard there. So Matthew H is definitely full of surprises today. A lot of interesting picks. Like I said, looking forward to see the final version of the deck.
Yeah, the contemplation is removal. So.
Because it's pretty rare that we go through a mega draft here in the future drafter, and it's like we're in pack 5, and I don't know what their deck is going to look like exactly.
Oh, there's
Wow,
a green card.
that's a premium green card too.
Yeah,
Wow, that is it's so surprising because it looked like green was like pretty. The
yeah.
pickings were pretty slim, and then
There's also a rebuke.
7 people passed the Blossom Prancer. It's like kind of wild. Okay, interesting. Not too much going on here. He could just pivot back into Simic. Like he normally like his none of his red cards don't really aren't really good
No.
in like a 3 color deck. So maybe he's gonna pivot back towards Simic here.
Yeah, yeah. I will.
I think he's
I
just
thought it was Simic for a while back, but
okay. It looks like he might just be taking this rare out of the draft, just out of lack of anything else going on. Tameo Safekeeping is a nice one.
yeah, works with Micromancer.
Oh yeah, that's a real good hit actually. Yeah, Tameo Safekeeping has a very important legacy in mega drafts. There was a mega draft where somebody sacked their whole board because they had like a drain when creatures die, and it was
Oh
lethal.
yeah, and
But
the
the opponent had the Tameo Safekeeping to gain the 2 life
life gain.
rather than to actually like save their thing because he sacked his entire board, like,
Yeah,
and it was exact lethal, but he had to sack everything because he had a sack outlet and he had a guy that drained one whenever something died, and then he just it was Jesse that cast the Tameo Safekeeping, gain 2 life. I think that was the first time I've ever seen the card cast for the life gain.
yeah. Normally it's just decked on and
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, so he did get to discover the impossible, and it is in his deck right now, so you never know. Well, that's a pretty nice one to come back. That's like a mana dork
Yeah,
that can, if you don't need the mana dork, you can just get 2 extra mana from a creature already in play. All right, kind of got some
I
green
need
cards
to.
a little later there than you would have expected. You seeing how many auras he can get with his whatever that guy's called, light paws. Unfortunately, Tameo's completion is not going to work because I believe you can only get auras and attach it to him.
He opened the green rare too, but
Yeah, that's not a great one though. He doesn't have birds. He has
no.
Call the Mountain Chocobo. That's it, from what I could see. But that uncommon's nice. I
Yeah,
mean, he does want a couple more top ends here. Like he has ways to hit his land drops. He has a couple ramp spells. Um, having that 7 drop is pretty nice here. Yeah, so this is the last pack here. We're back to Final Fantasy, as you can see. So Calamon
oh
Chocobo, if he's taking that, that's sort of him saying like he's going to be have a
yeah.
lot
He's
of
gonna be
red.
at 3 colors.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to have that many mountains. He doesn't have dual lands here. He has an Evolving Wilds, and he has Shire Terrace, which is like it's a colorless land that you could sack later for like you pay 1 or 2 and sack it and get a basic.
Yeah, and the wind crystal is going out. I assume.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. He may surprise us yet.
Yes.
Okay, Gogo is a fun card. Clive is
It's really
also quite
good.
good. He's not gonna have a lot of devotion to red. Well, like we can say that now. Gogo does some crazy things that that no other card can do. But how good is
Yeah,
it?
he's checking for it now.
Yeah, Clive again. He's not gonna have a high devotion, but it's still just a good card.
It can win games on its own.
Yeah, if you flip it and it's a 9/9 to fight something.
Yeah.
So interesting with the UFO. I guess he wants the ramp part of it because he doesn't have towns. He just has one. Because I think normally I'd want the Rexar.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't have a broken wings effect yet. And there's the airship crash there. But I don't know what the light pause is doing in there. He's let's see. Yeah, because this UFO is literally just going to be to ramp. Some good cards here actually. He's got Ice Magic, Dragoon's Wyvern. There's the 2-drop ramper.
Well, the Wyvern I would take if you want to play Curiosity.
Yeah, yeah. Curiosity is a card. I mean, it can run away with a game, but it could also just be nothing. I mean, it works with the unruly catapults, but there's not too much else it goes really well with here. Ice Magic, just a nice interactive spell. I think he's wanting more though. Okay, there's a nice card he can make use of.
Yes.
Gladiolus.
Yeah, he's really getting paid off with the late game cards now.
Yeah, I mean this pack has been pretty nice to him. I would say after a couple packs that probably he was a little frustrated, just not seeing like really powerful cards in a bunch of the packs.
Yeah.
I mean, again, based on the skill level of the drafters, you're gonna have to work hard to get really powerful cards, or just open a bunch. It's got a fixer here for red if he wants it. Not much else, I think, is going to be of use.
A blue 2-drop. But
Here's green cards. Shoe Puff. I mean, he has a way. He has a lot of ways to get extra lands,
yes.
or at least a few. So that card might be what he's after. I think it's pretty impactful. Okay, yeah. Back to his original pack. His rare came back.
Huh. You don't see that often. 2 rares wheeling.
Yeah, I mean, Bartz and Boko, normally somebody's going to be able to make use of that in a Final Fantasy draft. It's not going to wheel, but here
No. Yeah.
we're not going to have too many birds. Each other bird? Yeah, no. I think he's looking. Is
Uh,
anything a bird by chance? He's got the mountain
yeah.
chocobos. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, this
I
six
think
five
he's going
spider
for.
is like, if you need a 6-drop, it is like really big and hard to block, and it comes back. Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
bad about it. It's just clunky.
Yeah. Sword.
Wrapping up here, somebody's gonna get a Zodiac there.
Well, see if someone went mono black.
I mean, somebody went mono black in the league and ended up in the top
Yeah.
16. So you never know, but unlikely. All right, so wrapping up the draft here. Like I said before, normally we have like a pretty good picture of what the deck's going to look like. It could go a number of different ways here based on how heavy he wants to go into one color or another. We'll find out once he plays his first round, but until then, we're going to be looking at the other pools, which we'll be doing shortly. So we'll be back looking at the pools very soon.